What is everybody? It is JGG here, and welcome to another Clash of Clans CWL War Recap video, or War CWL season recap here. There we go, got it going. So yeah, I'm gonna start off by saying I'm still amazed. I'm recording this voiceover a bit late in terms of when the season happened, and I'm still amazed at Clanbusters' performance. Compared to the last season, we did absolutely phenomenal, and we really came through and did some good work this season, so much so that I have multiple raids for each war. Some wars I only have one raid just to kind of keep the video length down just a little bit, but most of the wars in here I actually have two different raids to show you guys. So we're going to start out here with Juddy taking on this Town Hall 12 here. He's going to start with a queen walk, going to go ahead and get his queen over in this little compartment, going to grab a bit of stuff over here on the left side of the base. Went well, he was able to get down the clan castle, take it out of the way, or get it out of the way, and now he's got 20 bowlers and a bunch of witches going in with this with the wall wrecker, sorry, not the stone slammer, at the right side of the town hall. So he's got a bunch of things going on. Bowler's taking a ton of damage. He's got to heal those, so he's going to be able to heal them up to full health if he needs to. Bowlers are going to go and take down the town hall. He's going to save the warden's ability, which was huge. That definitely helped him out here. And so now all of his bowlers are going to actually converge and go into the center here. Queen does end up going down to that single target inferno, which is definitely not ideal. Pops the warden's ability when they're all right in the middle of the base. Going to drop down that rage tornado trap. Not going to do much as they're all under the warden's ability during that tornado trap right there. But he's still got a lot of troops moving in here. Witches down on the right side, getting healed up, taking down that wizard tower. He just overpowered this base, honestly. It was an excellent plan. Went well. He was able to funnel on the right side and cause all of his troops to kind of walk in a counterclockwise motion along this entire base. And look at how many bowlers are still alive. Not to mention the healers switched from the queen to the bowler, so that was huge there. Going to help him out a ton. And he's going to get a triple for us here. A 12v12 triple inside of the first war. Now, this was actually, I think this was one of, it was either a later attack or it was the one in the very beginning. I can't remember. But like this really got us excited whenever we were watching this. We had, I think, 3 or 4 people on. We were all watching it. It was fantastic. I think I actually caught this one live on stream as well. So it was definitely an excellent job here by Juddy getting it done on their number 2 player here. So fantastic work by him here, wrapping it up and getting the triple for us. So now we're going to take a look at our second attack of this war. We've got Border Patrol over here. He's bringing a he's got bowlers, falcons, and hog riders. It's an interesting attack here. We have another Town Hall 10v10. I wanted to show off this raid. I know there's no infernos on the base. I know the base isn't maxed out, but we still got an awesome raid here by Border. I wanted to show it off because just the execution went well. He was able to funnel the queen directly to where he wanted her to go. He's going to get that going. He's got a funnel squad at the top with the king. Going to have that king walk down and then join up with the wall wrecker with the bowlers and the Valks. So they're going to move in here, and basically everything's going to kind of converge and then go in the base together. And just look how far this wall wrecker gets into this base here. So all the bowlers, all the Valks, one single spot, so that way he makes sure that they're all kind of going in at the same spot. Electro Dragon out of the CC. Queen does not follow, so he's in a bit of trouble here. We were looking at it, and he had nothing to kill that Electro Dragon, but one lone wizard has actually wandered in and starts shooting at the Electro Dragon. Not to mention, when it's under poison, it doesn't attack that fast. It really can't do a whole lot of damage against his troops because they're just too quick for him. So as you can see here, the Valks are moving through. They're shredding this base. Wallwrecker is still alive. He drops a jump. He doesn't even need it. The Wallwrecker breaks through the walls, has hardly taken any damage, and finally he pops the wrecker. Going to get the Valks out of there, and he's going to wrap up this this triple here. I'm just going to say it's a triple because my goodness, look at he just completely overpowered this base, taking it down, wrapping it up for us, getting it done. So excellent job here by Border. Going to get us another 3-star in this war. We had a lot of triples in this war, I won't lie, and yeah, we did pretty good against this this poor clan here. But so yeah, even though we're not looking at a maxed out Town Hall 10 or even a Town Hall 10 with Infernos, still an excellent attack in terms of execution. So good job by Border here. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the end war results. We ended up winning this war 35-23. A fantastic start. We actually ended up missing one of our attacks because we actually got up the next morning and we saw Trev in the chat. He actually fell asleep while planning his attack, and so we missed it during the war. But it's okay. It didn't really hurt us here. But yeah, so we were able to win this one by quite a bit. That definitely put us in a good spot going into the next war here. So next war, we were versing Stronghold, and it was a pretty intense war. I've got my attack here, just to show off a bit, I've got a power potion and a hero potion popped. I wasn't taking any chances here. Basically, I save up the power potion and the hero potions for the CWL, or if I really need them in war, and so that way, I can attack with the highest level army I possibly can. So I've got an ice golem here with the queen walk here, and my goal is to have this ice golem kind of step in and hopefully freeze the clan castle, which it does end up doing, and it also ends up tanking for my queen, which actually helps me out a lot more, so that way I don't have to use another rage on her here. So she's going to move in, going to be able to take down the electro dragon and a bunch of troops here. I'm able to freeze the enemy king. That expo, I wasn't able to grab the inferno sadly with that ice golem, but I've got another ice golem down at the bottom with the bowlers. Gonna actually move in and freeze those two cannons so I can actually make a bit of a funnel here. And now I've got my main army going in. Queen is still alive on the right side up top. I'm gonna go ahead and pop her ability, keep her alive. King is moving through. He's gonna be taking down some buildings, and right here it was looking really good. When I was doing this live, I was like, this is great. Queen actually did end up pulling the tornado trap as well, which was another huge factor here. As now I've just basically got all of my troops moving in, I decided to pop the warden's ability just a little bit early to save them from that eagle blast. Ended up paying off for me there. They actually stayed alive through that giant bomb blast. Had I popped it a little bit sooner, it wouldn't have been the case. Still moving through here, trucking through. I had Valks inside of the wall wrecker just to make sure that they could truck through and really help grind up the base a bit. And now it was getting a bit sketch because the queen started to take a bit of damage here because the healers went down, and they also they switched over mid-raid, so queen almost dies, but she actually ends up running away from all of the defenses, which I found hilarious, so she ended up staying alive a bit longer. All of the bowlers have now gone outside of the base, but as you can see, it's looking pretty good here because all of the buildings can be reached from the outside of the base. So all of those boulders going on the outside didn't really bite me here a whole lot, especially since, I mean, there's just holes in the base everywhere. Somehow that back wall is open. I think I did that with wall breakers. I can't remember. But yeah, I had saved wall breakers because I thought I would break the queen in there. But I realized, like, mid-attack, I'm like, wait, what if I just had her walk up that corridor? Which worked perfectly. And yeah, I've got plenty of troops left to spare. And I'm going to go ahead and take down this base for a 3-star in our second war here. So definitely a good attack to really give us the edge here. Again, I just want to shout out Clanbusters in general because this particular CWL, we did absolutely fantastic, and I'll talk more about that near the end of the CWL recap here. But now we've got Emilio Nunu's mini account. We're going to be showing off his 11v11 here. So he's going to start with a queen walk. He's going to drop a coconut loon to make sure that there's no traps there, to make sure that all of his healers will stay alive. And funny enough, there are no traps, so that coconut loon just kind of runs in and dies, which is okay. That's the purpose of it. Its main purpose is just to make sure there are no traps, so that way the queen walk can commence and he won't lose any healers on accident. So he's got some funneling going on the left, going to force his queen over to the right, and he's got some wizards to help kind of back her up. He's going to have to drop a rage, though, because that expo, the archer towers, and the cannon was kind of laying into the queen here, but she ended up getting out of range and taking down some defenses, or not out of range, she ended up taking down the defenses, helping her out. He's going to drop his king. I should have mentioned, by the way, he's bringing miners. So he's got his king on the left side to go ahead and help a bit more with the funnel. Baby dragon up in the front, just again to help with the funnel and also take down some buildings. And he's got some more wizards from behind. His goal is to have his queen, king, and that wall wrecker to kind of run in, grab the CC, grab the eagle, and do all that. He's got his warden with his main army as well. I don't know if that was his plan. I think it was, because now he's got a bit more oomph to kind of get into this base here. Wall wrecker gets really far into the base here. Actually, literally just gets into the middle of it, and I think he had Valks in it. I can't remember. Yes, he does. He had Valks inside of that wall wrecker, and so he basically shreds a ton of this base with literally just his heroes. And so now he's got the miners coming in from the bottom of the base here. He's going to try and help his queen out to make sure that she stays alive, which is huge for helping him with this raid here. Had he sent the miners from either the top left or the top right, he would have ran into a bit of trouble, because that single target inferno would have taken down his queen, which would have not been ideal, because you know, having your queen stay alive throughout the entire raid just improves your chances of getting a triple by like 30 to 40%. You know, it's great. So yeah, he's got his miners moving through here, absolutely no problems. Warden's ability and queen ability still in hand here, but he's still just running through, taking down this base. Easy stuff so far. I mean, it's just an excellent attack here, honestly. He still saved his warden's ability, didn't even use it on the miners until near the end of the raid. Queen ability not even popped. He actually used it at a perfect time. Those healers would have almost gone down. Now he does get a little bit thinned out here near the end of the raid, but it doesn't matter at this point. He's still got the healers alive. He has the queen's ability. Only 2 defenses left alive now are the wizard tower, or sorry, there's 3. The wizard tower, bomb tower, and the cannon. And yeah, they're just not going to be able to do it against this queen, grand warden, and the miners. So they've just got a bit of time to get through these walls here. The miners are actually going to get some tanking from the queen here. She's going to actually move up and end up distracting this wizard tower. Or sorry, the archers from the wizard tower are going to distract it. And now just a matter of time as those miners run in and grab the cannon and the rest of the buildings and wrap up this this triple attack here. Well done by Nunu or Emilio, taking down this base, wrapping up another triple for Warbusters, which again, not Warbusters, sorry, Clanbusters. This isn't Warbusters. So wrapping up a triple for Clanbusters here, which is going to put us in a good spot in the second war. Now let's take a look at the end war results. We were able to win against this clan 35-28, so the same exact score from last war, except we actually did end up winning again. So as you can see, by the league standings, the two top clans in this league were the Fire Bears and Less Merchants. Those were the two top dogs with us throughout the entire season, and you'll see our wars against them. They were probably the closest out of the entire league, and probably the most intense and the hardest for sure. They definitely put up a really good war. It was just a good war, man. It was just a good season. So as you can see now, we're facing against Megatron, a bit of a lower clan. I think they were seventh place when we were hitting them here. Well, we got Jax Raid over here. He's bringing a Bow Witch, hoping to get it done for us here. He's got a Queen Walk with his Bow Witch as well. He tried luring the CC, but wasn't successful. I think that was his goal there. But he decided to go ahead with his attack anyway, which ended up working out for him here. So he's got his Queen Walk moving in from the right. He's got a bit of a funnel squad on the left. Going to kind of take down those buildings, make sure that his main army goes in the center. And he's not really doing much with his Queen Walk here. He's kind of just using her as a funnel, and then also going to use those healers for his main raid. So the Queen is actually tanking for a lot of defenses right now. He's going to actually end up popping her ability rather than dropping a rage. Tornado Trap is going to come down, which is going to slow down his troops quite a bit, but in a way almost help funnel them just a tad bit. Wallwrecker gets glitched through some walls there, and now he's got a huge pack of bowlers moving down the left side of the base here, which was not ideal with the king. But his Wallwrecker was able to run through and actually smash up this base and really open it up for him here. He's going to pop the Warden's ability. This one was not a level 5 Giga Tesla, so he was able to use that Warden's ability during an Eagle Strike, which was perfect. He's got that Rage down, he's got that Jump down, going to open up a lot of the base here, going to really get his troops out of there. He's got the Valks moving from the center, which was huge. Again, a big thing is if you have that exit jump for your Valks, if you have Valks in your Wallwrecker, it can be a huge help because then they can actually run through and start either tanking or shredding through some buildings. And I mean, he's just absolutely smashed this one here, doing some crazy damage to this base. Gonna easily triple it. Just flawless attack here with this with Bow Witch. So I'm actually go ahead and speed it up here, just a tad bit, just to get through it, because you know it's just a matter of cleanup at this point. And he's gonna get that final army camp down, wrapping up a triple for our third war here. So now we're gonna take a look at the end war results of this war. It was a close one, I won't lie. Or actually, it might not have been. No, it wasn't. We actually ended up getting 36 stars. So again, the last 3 wars we have gotten above 35 stars, which is a fantastic score. As you can see, everyone else, Fire Bears and Less Merchants, have both won their wars as well. Stronghold won their war as well. They were also a fantastic clan. So yeah, just some good wars throughout this entire league. We had some tough opponents. It was excellent. It was honestly a really good league for Clanbusters. But yeah, we've netted so far 35 stars pretty much throughout every single war. And now we're at the 4th war. We've got Trev's attack here. He's using his Town Hall 11, or sorry, this is max, or this is I can't speak. This is his highest account. He's a Town Hall 11 near max. He's got that maxed offense going. Queen's going to be moving in here, and she's going to be taking down some defenses up here. He's got a Queen Walk. He's going to try and walk her up the right side of the base, and then he's going to be deploying his Bow Witch. He's got a Golem, and he's got 15 bowlers, which is interesting. It's interesting to bring a Golem inside of the Bow Witch, but now a big factor is like a big reason why people weren't bringing it before is because that Eagle damage did 3 times as much damage to Golems as it did any other troops. So Golems kind of got diminished just a little bit. Wallwrecker, a bit of an unlucky placement there as it doesn't get through that wall, but it's just going to kind of, you know, truck through that expo and then finally get through the wall, which I found pretty funny. And so yeah, he's got his main army moving in here, kind of pathed off a bit to the right due to that elixir storage, but they ended up going directly to the center just fine. Can actually run in and pop the Warden's ability soon, I believe, because he's got that Tornado Trap, that sorry, not the Expo, the Inferno Tower raining down on his troops. There's the Grand Warden's ability moving through here, taking down some defenses. King and Queen are actually all in the center. Hasn't popped either ability, and he's still got a heal spell left alive. I think he made a really good decision here bringing an extra heal just to keep his troops alive, because I don't think he had a problem in terms of power. His troops were able to truck through these defenses easily, as this guy has a few defenses that aren't exactly maxed out for Town Hall 11, so he's actually able to take advantage of that and just bring some heals to keep his troops alive rather than trying to get through them as fast as he can. So just look at how many troops are left alive. So much swag. Hasn't even used the hero abilities yet. he's just absolutely smashed this base running through here. He's got that Golemite still punching on that wall, tanking for his troops here, and now they're going to actually go ahead and shred through this wall. And it was actually perfect here because they ended up getting down both walls at the same time, so that caused his troops to kind of split up here and run down those two corridors, which I thought was again pretty awesome that that ended up happening. So his king's going to get stuck on that wall at the end, but it's going to break through. There's literally nothing stopping this. I mean, at this point, he swagged both hero abilities. Man, it's such a good attack that we're even going to have a low percentage battery pop up on the screen. Sorry about that. But yeah, swags both hero abilities. Doesn't even need them. Just fantastic raid here. Going to pop him at the end. Awesome job here by Trev. Excellent job getting another Town Hall 11 cleared. Which, by the way, our Town Hall 11s and Town Hall 10s did phenomenal. As well as our 12. I mean, we just did good. I won't lie. I'm super proud of how everyone did down in Warbusters. So now we've got another 11v11 here. It's a bit of a rushed 11, just a little bit. Well, actually, I wouldn't say he's rushed, to be honest. He's got pretty decent defenses. He just doesn't have an Eagle, so I guess it's kind of like a 10.5. I don't know. But anyways, it is a Town Hall 11. We've got Pro Sids over here. He's going to be attacking it with a Queen Walk Bow Witch. We've seen a bit of Queen Walk Bow Witch throughout this entire... we saw some miners, we saw some Bow Witch. We will see some Lalo at some point, don't worry. But yeah, so we've got some more Bow Witch here. Pro Sid's going to be going in on this base. He actually goes in at a very, very narrow approach, which I thought ideally when I was watching this back wouldn't be the best for him here. But his troops actually ended up splitting due to the design of the base. Wallbreaker is going to get through that wall. He's going to drop that jump, which opens up a huge part of the base, opens up that Inferno compartment as well. So the king ends up going to the left, Queen, Warden, and the rest of the troops go to the right. He's got a dragon out of the Wallbreaker, which was interesting, and I think that was ideally to deal with the Clan Castle, and also, I'm not sure exactly what he's going for there, but possibly could have been picking up some Seeking Air Mines. King gets pretty far, going to actually take down some defenses with him, and now he's at a bit of a slow point because he's got his troops stuck in the middle, but that jump spell down by the bottom there is actually going to help out. And now, as you notice, that little ring is actually going to end up biting this guy just a little bit, as his bowlers are kind of going to run around and take down all of these defenses in the ring and actually end up doing some skip damage onto the other buildings and take them down, which I think this is just due to the bad base design, but it's a fantastic raid here, actually taking advantage of the center compartment and really getting it done for us here. So Queen is actually still at full health. Warden is also still at full health. Now, we were also a bit concerned about time because, as you can see, he's still got quite a bit of this base, over 25% left to clear, and there's only a minute left. But yeah, I will spoil it for you guys. He actually does end up getting it done because if you look at the bottom, there's that one lonely witch pounding on that wall, and she's going to actually end up going on the outside and start taking down some buildings. While the Queen, Warden, and the rest of the bowlers actually move in towards that cannon and take it down before that witch ends up going down. So he's got his main army moving outside of the base here, going to actually end up taking down all of these buildings. He's got about, I think he had about 40 seconds left during the live hit. But yeah, those bowlers and those healers staying alive, he definitely had the power to get through this base here, hands down. We knew that for sure. We were just curious about the time. We were like, I don't know, this time looks close. But the bowler's able to get some awesome skip damage in on some of these buildings. Now he's just got that bomb tower and cannon, which the cannon is actually at very low health here, and is actually going to go down pretty easily. Bowler's moving through. You can see where this is going. He's got a triple secured for him here. Fantastic raid by Pro Sids over here, getting it done for us in war number 4. I believe this is war number 4. War number 4 or 5. I think this is 4 though. I kind of lost track. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's going to wrap up this triple for us. Excellent job here. So now let's take a look at the end war results here. So we were able to win this war 39-23, and I think that was because we had a bit of a mismatch down at the bottom. I think they ran a few Town Hall 9s, which kind of bit them there. But yeah, as you can see, Less Merchants and Fire Bears still winning their wars. They have not lost. We have not lost. It is undefeated. And now this is War 4, by the way, not War 5. So now this is where things get a bit dicey here. We've got an undefeated clan going up against a undefeated clan. We've got Clanbusters versus Fire Bear. So we were getting pumped up for this raid. We were like, okay, we gotta get ready. We gotta get ready to go in and go in guns blazing because these guys have not lost yet. So let's bring the thunder. We've got Reese over here bringing some Electro Dragon Lalo. This is an interesting hit here by him. He's going to use that Stone Slammer to actually open up this base here, and he's going to use a haste spell with the loons inside of the Slammer to actually take down a bunch of defenses here. And honestly, just grab a bunch of value. He's going to pull the CC, which he's going to end up taking down with his heroes. And I mean, he's just got a bunch of value out of this side of the base. Not only that, but making a bit more of a narrow path for his Lalo here, which as you can see, those 4 air defenses sitting directly in the center of the base are actually going to bite him here. He's got that one Electro Dragon down on the right side to help funnel the other one on the left side, and they're going to actually make the path even more narrow. And then he's going to go for an old Spammerooning down the center lane here. He's got all the loons across the map. He's going to drop his Hounds, his Warden, and they're going to actually just move in and absolutely demolish this base. And wait until you see how much damage they get in. He's still got 3 Rages. He's got a clone, actually, funny enough. I didn't even notice that. I think he was going to use that on the Slammer had they gotten in a bit farther. But loons get stalled on that Tornado Trap. Not going to matter. Going to clone in the middle. He's hoping that Warden moves in, which it does. And the balloons actually get pushed into the Warden's ability, which is pretty funny. Those clone loons, for some reason, don't emit the aura whenever they have the Warden's ability. But they were under the Warden's ability, and they were protected. Now he's got that E-Dragon still alive as well. Moving through here, that single target Inferno, distracted by all the loons. And I mean, he's just smashed it at this point. There's so much left. Those 2 defending CC loons aren't going to do much. And his loons are going to move in and take down this Tesla. And now the only building that stands a chance of taking down his army here is that Archer Tower. But as you can see, he's still got an Electro Dragon alive at the top of the screen. He's got a Baby Dragon down bottom actually helping with cleanup. Warren is still alive. It's just a smashed raid here. He definitely got it done. That elixir storage in the bottom was a bit of a worry, just a tad bit, but he did have plenty of time left. Gonna get it done for us here, which again, I mean, the fact that we were able to pull in these 12v12, 11v11, and 10v10 triples. Okay, first off, the 10v10 triples, the fact that we were getting pretty much every single 10 cleared every single war was phenomenal, and that's just a great job by our 10s, really getting it done for us. Just doing a really good job there. Our 11 game was on point. We had some new 11s. We did have Chris, who was a new 11. I think we had a new 10 as well, a few new 10s. No, we had 2 new 11s actually this war. And so again, the 11s did great. They did a fantastic job really learning some new attacks and also bringing some thunder against these guys, really getting it done. So Reese getting it done against Fire Bears, number 3 player here. Going to wrap up a 12v12 triple for us here. So now we actually have another replay for this war. Like I said, guys, at the beginning of this war recap, we just have so many good raids to show. I couldn't just pick one. I had to show 2 for some of these wars because, again, there's just so many good raids. We've got Rasher over here bringing another Bow Witch. Again, Bow Witch is pretty prominent out of the Clanbusters scene over here. And a big thing is a lot of the Clanbusters members, although they are learning, getting better each and every day, we're a bit less lenient in terms of teaching them new attacks and whatnot. We do train, we do FCs, we do all that good stuff, but we still got a lot of work to do with some of the players. We've all got room to improve, and so we're constantly working on it. So we may see a bit of Bow Witch throughout this raid, but to be fair, if it works, it works. So he's got a bit of a Bow Witch raid going on here. He's going to actually end up going from a very interesting angle here. Not going to have the queen go in with the main army, but rather go off to the side to this other compartment here. Going to grab the queen and the king with just his queen walk here, which was really good for him here. That actually ended up getting a ton of value. He barely hits the queen ability. He almost missed it there. Going to drop a rage as well, keep her alive. And now he's got another rage. He's got a jump, freeze for this main army here. And look at how narrow this base is. And everything is just pathing perfectly. Amazing Warren's ability. Going to get it in at a perfect time. Going to keep all the troops alive. Going to freeze the Inferno right when the Warren's ability wears off. Inferno literally is going to do absolutely nothing as his troops. Rage spell's a bit questionable as it doesn't get used a whole lot, but those troops do end up taking down that cannon, which actually makes the path even more narrow. His queen does end up going down at the top. Actually, she might still be alive. I'm not sure. I think she is. I can't tell. Yes, she is. She is still alive at the top of the screen. So that's a big thing for him there that definitely helped him out. The fact that his queen stayed at full health throughout the entire raid. So getting it done here for us. Another 11v11 triple inside of this war. And again, guys, I'm telling you, Clanbusters, this was probably one of our best seasons to date. If you guys don't know, when CWL originally came out, we had members from Clanbusters and Warbusters go to this clan called Leaguebusters, which is currently in hibernation. May get used in the future, you never know. But we had them all go to Leaguebusters, and that was where we would conduct our League Wars. And so we had members from Warbusters and Clanbusters go. We had ton of nights, by the way. This is the in-war result. We did fantastic. 37 stars to 27. We absolutely dominated this war. We were getting the most stars out of every single clan in the league. It was a good league. But anyway, so we had Leaguebusters to begin with. We did 2 seasons with them, and then we realized, okay, we have to stop running Town Hall 9s because we just keep getting smashed in like Crystal 1 and Masters 3, that range. And so then Reese decided, you know what if we just ran Town Halls 10 and above in Clanbusters and Town Hall 9 and below in Warbusters. So that way all of our Town Hall 9s and mini accounts still got to participate in the CWL and get those awesome rewards, as well as we also gave the members of the higher level members, the players who have been playing for literally years, the opportunity to get as high as they can by running only Town Hall 10 and above inside of Clanbusters. And funny enough, we still have numbers for both of those clans, which is great. The next season, as the time of recording this, is 6 days away. So I'm really excited for that. I think Clanbusters is going to be up for a challenge, and you'll see why. I'll explain details at the end. But we've got Lurks over here bringing a Queen Walk of Miners. So I actually did talk with him a bit after this raid, and he said that it did not go to plan. So I'm going to narrate this as best I can, or commentate over it as best I can. So he's got a Queen Walk, he's got his King, going to funnel up the right side of the base. They're going to take down the Town Hall, grab the early 1-star, just secure that 1-star in case the raid does go wrong, because that's really important. As long as we can secure doubles on bases, it can honestly be the decider in terms of winning or losing the war. So now he has his Queen actually going into this middle compartment here, and is going to go ahead and take down the Clan Castle as well as the enemy Queen, and push on a bit more here. He's got 3 rages for the Queen Walk, so he was planning on heavily investing in this Queen Walk here. He's only got 3 heals for the miners. So now the Queen is moving through here, going to actually take down some defenses here. The Sweeper is going to come in and actually push those healers away and cause his Queen to almost go down, but he is going to pop that ability. 2 giant bombs go off, super unlucky, and the healers are going to go ahead and end up switching to the miners, which was not his plan, but his Queen did end up getting that Air Sweeper, which I guess is helpful. But that Slammer is now moving through, and actually he's, I don't know what he put out in the Slammer. I think he had, was it Valks? Yeah, he had Valks inside. No, he had extra miners inside of the Slammer. No, he did have Valks, sorry. And so yeah, they're going to run through and take down those. Miners end up going off to the outside there, but the Valks are kind of trucking through, and again, making a bit more of a narrow path for the miners to go. They have split in 2 though. Warden is locked onto by the single. He misses the Warden's ability. That was a big scare for us there. But he's got enough miners left alive. They're all going to path, all the ones at the top, going to path towards the Inferno Tower. Valks moving down at the bottom. He's still got some alive. Teslas in the corners. I don't know why he did this, because the base was so spread out. He didn't really, he could have put those Teslas in a much better spot. But yeah, the miners are running through here. He's got 97%. Gonna wrap up this base. That Expo at the top, gonna be absolutely no problem. He's still got a rage. Several miners left alive. They're gonna run over and take it down. Awesome attack here by Lurks. Gonna get it done for us in this war against Cage, which again, this wasn't a huge matchup for us. This was round, I think, 5, I'm pretty sure. Might have been round 5, but yeah, this wasn't a huge matchup. They were the bottom of the leaderboard, so we expected this wouldn't be too difficult, and it wasn't. Although we scored the least amount of net stars against these guys, so they definitely did some good damage here. As you can see, the rest, Fire Bears actually ended up losing to less merchants, so that was their 2nd loss out of the CWL. So they went from, I believe, 2nd place to 4th at that point. So it was definitely a little rough for them there, but now we've got, I believe, the final war here. We've got Clanbusters versus less merchants, and I will say this now, if you've been keeping up and you've been paying attention, Clanbusters is currently undefeated. Less merchants is currently undefeated. We've got 2 undefeated clans going up against each other in the final of the CWL tournament that we're in right now. So it was pretty exciting. We were all pretty hyped for the war. We were like, yeah, it's going to be a great war. So we got Chris over here, a new Town Hall 11, going to be bringing some more Bow Witch for us here. So we've got a bunch of Bow Witch raids in here for you guys, but I did want to show off some awesome hits, because again, a triple is a triple, no matter what way you do it. A lot of these bases were very susceptible to Bow Witch, as is, because the lower defenses are also the really open design. So he's actually going for a dip here. I forgot to mention that, by the way, because this was his target. We did get we overpowered them a bit this war, just a tad bit. I think we had 1 more Town Hall 11 than them, and that was pretty much it. But they did have 1 more Town Hall 12, so you know they had a bit of an advantage here. But he's got most of his bowlers and witches moving into that little center compartment, which is not ideal, but at the same time, they're going to get it done here. They're going to move through and take it down for us. So at this point also, we knew, okay, no matter what happens, we are going to promote. We were in Crystal 1 in this league. We demoted last season, if you watch that recap. We knew, okay, we're going to promote. Going into this war, we knew, okay, we've got the 2nd or 1st spot secured, and so this was kind of low pressure, just a little bit. It was definitely a bit of low pressure. Like, if we were behind a bit, it's like, okay, if we win this next war, we promote. If we don't, then we don't, you know. It wasn't like one of those situations, so we kind of took a breath of fresh air, and we were like, all right, so now let's, you know what, why not end off in a perfect season? You know, why not actually just win every single war? And so we were like, yeah, let's bring some thunder. So Chris is bringing a bit of a Bow Witch here. It does go a bit wrong for him, as his troops do end up dying off here, but that Queen and that Warden end up staying together. He's still got that King's ability. Healers switch to the King, which is not ideal, but he's got that Wizard to tank for that Archer Tower over by the Queen. It's going to keep her alive for a bit longer, and she's going to end up taking it down and moving through a bit more. So now he's got that King, which is going to move over, and if you notice, really, he's only got splash damage defenses left alive. He's got 1, well, he has 1 Archer Tower down at the bottom but as long as his king breaks through there, and he still has that ability, remember, so that queen is going to move in, and she is going to end up getting taken down. Or no, actually, she stays alive, never mind. She has that literally no health, gonna get it done. King's ability popped, 92%. Gonna wrap up this triple for us here for the final raid of this CWL recap. And again, I have to give a huge shout out to Clanbusters. We absolutely smashed it. Just waiting to see the final results. I love it. It was so good, you know, especially compared to our last season. We really put in the work, we really put in the time to really practice our hits and get things done. So again, just fantastic job by everyone. I know I've said it a million times, but I'm still absolutely stoked about it, because this was a huge step for us, for sure, compared to the last season and how we really came back with a vengeance for the next one. And yes, we did end up winning this war 33-23. We did not end a single war this season below 30 stars, getting almost every single attack in every single war. Here are the final results from the rest of the clans. And yeah, as you can see, Firebears did end up winning their last war, which was definitely good for them. And yeah, so again, Clanbusters just had a phenomenal season. And you know, a big thing for us as well is we really wanted to improve from our last season. Our last season was not how good we are. We got 7th place, and we ended up demoting from Masters 3 to Crystal 1. But this season we brought it, and we really showed what we could do if we put time in, if we really practice, if we really planned on our bases, and we got it done. So let's take a look at the end season results here. We ended up placing first and promoting to Masters League 3. We finished this entire season undefeated. Again, fantastic job by everyone here. It was just a good season, man. We did awesome. I had a couple, I think I had 3 out of 7 triples the entire war, which 12v12, that's pretty good for me. I'll give that, because I'm not exactly the best at this game. So, you know, really getting it done here. As you could see as well, we ended up we ended 30 to 40 stars above the clan below us. So again, that just shows how much we really brought it and how much net stars we got. We ended up getting over 35 stars, or over 30 stars every single war. So again, great job to Clanbusters. I'm gonna not drag this video on a bit longer, because this is the longest CWL recap that I have done, but that's just due to the amount of attacks I wanted to show. And if we do have a season like this in the future and we've got some amazing attacks, I will show multiple attacks per war. It really depends on how many good attacks we have that war. So yeah, anyways, that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to smack that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for some more Clash of Clans content. So yeah, that is going to do it for me. I will see you guys later. See ya.